out on the field. The pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Vols, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee recently offered five-star wide receiver Jurrion Dickey out of the state of California. This one's a little interesting because Jurrion Dickey has been committed to Oregon for a couple of months. So why would Tennessee give him this offer? Why would it be out in the public? If there's smoke, there's fire. I think there's a little bit of interest here. It sounds like Jurrion Dickey may be willing to listen to what Tennessee has to offer. What type of relationship does he have with Nico Maliava? How much of a factor is NIL going to be in this thing? Will Tennessee have a chance? What type of player is Jurrion Dickey? We're going to get into it and talk about it. As always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. Just hit that little thumbs up. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's take a look at the article from on3.com. Tennessee offers five-star wide receiver Jurrion Dickey. Now, again, Dickey's one of the top wide receivers in the country. When you're talking about playmakers, he is elite. If Tennessee finds a way to get this one done, the offense for this class of 23 is going to be elevated to another level. We talk about stacking talent, stacking recruiting classes. You're going to have Nico at quarterback. You're going to have Ethan Davis, big-time stud tight end. And then you've also got Cameron Seldon, who in my opinion is a five-star wide receiver as well. Josh Heupel going to have a lot of toys in the toy box to play with in the class of 23. But let's go through it, take a look at what Jurrion Dickey has to offer here. Says he's the number 23 overall recruit in the 2023 recruiting cycle, according to the On3 consensus. A complete and equally weighted industry-generated average. Now, if you go over to 24/7 Sports, they have him ranked as a five-star prospect as well. They've got him ranked as the number 2 wide receiver in the class of 23. Now, back to On3, says just recently earned his 5th star. When they did the upgrades just recently, he is sitting at 18th overall as a prospect. Dickey was a bit of a hybrid receiver tight end at 6'3" and 210+ pounds. He is a force in the passing game in the short, intermediate, and deep passing game. Strong hands and a big frame allow him to make plays in the middle of the field, yet he can make plays downfield as well. He creates physical mismatches routinely and has a rare combination of size, speed, and athleticism. I'm going to jump over to a different article here at On3. And again, this was about a week ago, and it talks about him being an Oregon commit. And says here, Oregon has a grown man in wide receiver commit Jurrion Dickey. And I want to go down here to where it kind of talks about what he brings in his game. It says power was really straight up. I just said Jurrion Dickey, we've seen him at 2 of the national events recently. He was one of the best receivers at both of them out of all the top guys. A lot of the top guys were there that had a lot of stars next to him. And he said Jurrion Dickey was the best receiver. Now you go look. Again, the Nico effect, the relationship was with Nico. Does he have any? He's a West Coast kid. He's out of California. He played in overtime's OT7 7-on-7 tournament in Vegas back in June. Nico was also there competing, and he was actually the On3 MVP for that tournament. Number 2 runner-up was Nico Maliava. So again, I don't really know how close they are. I don't really know how tight that relationship is, but the bottom line is these guys have been around each other. They have competed together, so there is some type of relationship there. How big is the Nico effect? How real is it? Because we keep talking about it. I keep mentioning it in recruiting, and a lot of people question me. They say, Boogie, there is no Nico effect. Tennessee isn't pulling any big-time targets on the offensive side of the ball. It's all edge rushers. It's all defense. Well, I would disagree because I would call Cameron Seldon an elite type of ball player. I would call Ethan Davis at tight end an elite type of ball player, but Ethan Davis in the boat prior to Nico. So a lot of people saying the only guy that Nico really has any impact on is Cameron Seldon. So can the Nico effect make a difference? Is it real? Is it real? Is Jurrion Dickey willing to listen to what Tennessee is selling? This article goes on to say that 6'2", 210-pound wideout has a unique combination of size and speed. He also ran an electronic 40-yard dash at 4.5 seconds. Now listen to this quote. It says, I want to make sure I emphasize this. A lot of people out there say that they run a 4.3 or a 4.4 are hand-timed by their head coach at their high school. It's not really a legitimate 40 time. It says to be 6'2" and over 210 pounds and run a 4.5 electronic 40 time is stupid. It's just ridiculous that a man that size is running that fast. He's a grown man physically. Then it goes on there to kind of talk about the rest of where he's at in the ranking system. Again, I think this is big. Getting Jurrion Dickey. And again, I think there has to be some interest there. I'm going to pull up some highlights here, let you guys take a look at the tape. You can judge for yourself just how good of a player he is. But I just think it's interesting, again, that this offer comes out. A kid that is committed to Oregon, and for him to post that on social media, say, blessed to receive an offer from Tennessee, all the kids do it. But at the same time, I think he is willing to listen to what Josh Heupel, what Tennessee is selling. How big of a factor is NIL? NIL gets these kids interested. Is this a money deal? Is this going to come down to a cash grab? Is he trying to get more money out of Oregon? Is he just trying to get some money out of Tennessee? Or is there legitimate interest there? And when we talk about the world of recruiting and it being a long way until National Signing Day, this is one of those deals. There are going to be players that continue to get, the ratings are going to change over the next few months as we get into their senior season of football. Look at last year. At this time last year, Tennessee had nobody interested, nobody in the boat. They only had a couple of guys committed throughout the summer. But as fall played out, as Josh Heupel and this coaching staff was able to create a little momentum, do a little bit more with less. People saying this team's going to go out and win 3 games. They found a way to win 7 games during the regular season. There was a buzz around Tennessee. There was an excitement. I talk a lot about that Ole Miss game, and, obviously the ending wasn't what we wanted. But the week leading up to that game is what Tennessee football is all about. Now, they're going to have to continue to do that this fall, 2022, kicking off fall camp in just a few days on Monday. Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, they have to continue to build that momentum. They have to continue to capitalize and take advantage. Got to be able to evaluate, develop talent. Jurrion Dickey is a game changer. We talked about Carnell Tate and how this coaching staff, I truly believe that they can do more with less. But how good can this offense be? Even looking, at Josh Heupel's numbers at Central Florida. How good can Josh Heupel's offense be when you start getting elite talent in the boat? Some of the quarterback prospects that he coached, 3-star guys. I'm just winging it here. I believe Hendon Hooker, 3-star, 4-star maybe. What happens when you get 5-star elite level talent? And sometimes, I say don't get caught up in star rankings. But more times than not, your elite level guys, your 5-star guys, more often than not, they are going to play out. They are going to be the guys that have the most success. There's a reason why Alabama, Georgia, there's a reason why they continue to compete and dominate and be at the top of the SEC year in and year out. And that's because Jimmys and Joes over X's and O's. But how good can this offense be if Josh Heupel can add an elite level wide receiver? Cameron Seldon, Jurrion Dickey at wide receiver. Don't forget the class of 22. Squirrel White, a lot of buzz around Squirrel White. How good can Caleb Webb be? This football team's got a lot of young talent. Excited to see what Josh Heupel does with it. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Jurrion Dickey. Is it interesting timing to get an offer, a couple months after you commit to Oregon? Is there true interest here? Can Tennessee get him on campus this fall for a visit? We'll keep you guys updated. If you have not done so yet, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Any and all support greatly appreciated. A lot of new members coming into the channel. We appreciate that. You can join down below. Just hit that join button right beside subscribe. If you're on an Apple product, it's a whole ordeal. You got to go to an internet browser, and you got to be on that desktop version. Then the join button will show up. But again, any and all support greatly appreciated. Thank you to all the new members, all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. You support this channel. It's unbelievable the way you guys support what we try to do here. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you have a great day. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.